4 days ago, you and your brother Mike opened a titanium and steel foundry here in Butte. Now, after all the hoopla's over and all the speeches are made, what do you see the benefit for Butte and the future?
Well, the benefit for Butte, of course, is going to be good paying jobs for all of the workers that we're going to be able to hire there.
Yeah.
And what we're hoping to do is establish a very strong titanium casting presence here in Butte. It's the only of our foundries that pours titanium, and we see it as a very up-and-coming material. We know that it is.
Sure, state-of-the-art plant too, I understand.
And this is an absolute state-of-the-art plant, and it'll get Butte doing things that it couldn't conceive of, certainly even a generation ago here. The markets that we're pursuing, there's a tremendous amount of titanium used, of course, in aerospace.
Sure.
The military is using it in a wide variety of applications. Sure. Due to its characteristics. The petrochemical, petroleum exploration uses a great deal of titanium. Yes. Even sporting goods. Really? And hammers, manual hammers. As the price of titanium continues to come down, more and more opportunities will present themselves using titanium as an alternative to stainless steel. And because it's lightweight, will you be able to ship right out of the Butte airport here worldwide, or? One of the great things about Butte is we've got air, we've got rail, and we've got trucking. Wow. All very close. And so this is a great hub to be shipping our castings. Sure, and a stable workforce, I would presume, right? Yes, yes.
I would like to welcome you to our official open house here at Seacast, Montana. And I just say thank you, and thank you for coming and helping us in this great event, and for a lot of the people here for all of the hard work that you've done. And just to kind of get things going on a nice musical note, we'll have some singing from a couple wonderful fellas. Sing what part you know. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. Dear boss, I write this note to you to tell you of me plight. At the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. Me body is all black and blue, me face is deathly grey. And I hope you'll understand why Patty's not at work today. I was working on the 16th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Throwing them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he'd been an awful sod. He said I'd have to pack them down the ladders in me hod. Well, shifting all those bricks by hand, it seemed so mighty slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured a rope below. But in my haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel filled with building bricks is heavier than me. Any accomplishment like the great facility that we're all sitting inside of, it's the culmination of dreams, a lot of strategic planning, employees at Seacast, Montana, and their spouses and families. This has been a tremendous effort for them. Governor Brian Schweitzer and U.S. Senator John Tester would love to have been here, but they had prior engagements where they could not be, but they send their best wishes. And U.S. Senator Max Baucus was hoping to be able to be here. He also had a previous engagement, but we were honored with giving him and some of his aides a tour through the facility yesterday.
We make citrus and vegetable and wheatgrass juicing equipment, and we sell to distributors and we sell to end users. And so to help celebrate, we brought one of the citrus juicers out. We juiced up probably a dozen crates of oranges, and that's a smaller business, but a very strong contributing factor to all of our endeavors.
Around 1948, just a few short miles east of here, at 1817 Warren Avenue in Butte, that Red Robins began his own business working with metal, steel, welding, fire. I was only 4 years old, but I clearly remember his humble welding shop out in our backyard. It was a tiny makeshift structure, dark on the inside, and smack in the middle of the dirt floor was his desk, the steel bench that he had made for himself. The human conflicts, the hard decisions, and the cliffhanging, all this together has created this beauty, here only a few short miles from that crude makeshift shed with a dirt floor where Red Robins worried and waited until 5 o'clock to go back into his house.
Every boy in the family would go to the welding shop and learn how to weld, and it was a great trade for all of us to become welders and support ourselves going through college, and help me going even through medical school.
My coming back to fire and molten metal over 25 years ago, I should be getting pretty smart. My cortex is expanding. But first of all, I really want to thank the people of Butte. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you for all the help in getting this here. You deserve a huge applause. I wanted to take just a couple moments to recognize a few people, a few very hard people working that, as I grew up, taught me an awful lot. Of course, they're my parents, especially my dad, Red Robins, and my mom. All of the brothers and sisters that have set amazing, amazing examples. A few other key people, Paul Cano, who built our first dip room and is the facilities manager, Sister Joan, who's the HR manager of the Butte facility. People get to know her. Paco Joyce, our IT guru. Joe Robbins, who's come out here and is helping set up this wonderful facility.
To the day, we have been out here for 4 years right now.
This facility is built on the acreage that my great-grandfather Enright had homesteaded in the late 1800s. And this building actually is built atop the site where my grandmother, where her house stood, the house that she was born in.
Seacast had over 20 parts on the successful launch. And on behalf of a grateful community, I'd like Mike and Burt to come up and present them with a Martha Cooney original.
Heartfelt works grow surely. The kingship of Christ is servanthood.
Again, the investment casting industry is a lot of hard work. We have here an absolutely great facility. We're putting together a great team. Now comes the hard work. We have a lot of hard work in front of us, but we're going to have a lot of pride and a lot of rejoicing, and also we're going to have a lot of fun.